by fryinb. Fryinb. Fryimb? I just don't know. It's like frying, but with a B. Put the right thing there. Good luck. Have fun. Oh. Spin jumps. Throw first, then spin jump. Maybe not. Maybe I don't care about that thing. Let's see what happens if I don't care about that. 2 pokies. Okay, then I need to do a shell jump. Okay, so I do need to care about that shell. Turns out caring about that shell wasn't terribly difficult. Nope. I need to improve my my metadata collection for this stuff, because I'm just putting the level BPS name up there, which isn't ideal. I'd like to always have like the author name on screen, if possible. And that information is on their website. I just need to write like a thing to produce it up to the screen. Oh. You like the Yoshi sound? Wow. I guess when Mario dies that way, it's wow in motion. No, that's terrible. Doesn't even scan. Here we go. Funny noise like you messed up. It's the noise of disappointment. It's the sound of running repeatedly into a wall. That's what it is. I'm digging this track, though. If I was remotely good at rapping, I'd consider freestyling to it. I can tell I actually see Arisen doing that. Just like getting into a level and deciding, nah, I don't want to play it, I just want to freestyle. And admittedly, it would be pretty awesome. Much better. Oh, right, just run across those. There's no reason to stop and wait for the Koopa. You just run across it. This level does not require finesse in that regard. You just do the thing. That's a green Koopa. Oh! I was thinking maybe he'll walk back. No, he's a green Koopa. He doesn't do that. Green Koopas don't look back. They just go forward. They always gotta go forward. One of their best attributes. They don't spend time being nostalgic about the past. Nope. They're always looking to the future. That or they get turned around because, you know, that happens sometimes because they ran into a wall or something. Is it funny because this level is so yellow? It is very yellow, actually. I didn't really notice. It happens often with some set levels of aesthetics, where you're just like, eh, it's there. Moon on your wall and lamp is yellow. Moon must be pretty low if it's yellow. I guess moon kind of got a little bit of yellow to it sometimes. Depends upon local areas and amount of light available. No, the level is definitely yellow. It's got yellow of all varieties. It's got pokey yellow, it's got like this light, not quite pastel yellow, but getting there. It's got yellow blocks that are accordions. The sky in the back is kind of yellow, like fryinb went all the way. He went all in on yellow. Not sure it's a good betting strategy, but you know, he went for it. Not the moon outside, you got a moon poster. Oh, that makes more sense. The moon belongs to America. Will you be one of the Astro Men who goes there and colonizes it? Oh, I wish I remembered that film strip better. The paraphrase was not ideal. Still, the moon belongs to America is one of The Simpsons' better 1950s parodies. That or the come back zinc bit. Which I later found out is an actual parody of a film strip they would show children about springs. Which has a little gremlin that goes, "And no springs!" every time he tries to do something with a spring, like sit on a couch. And then he goes on and on about how a golf club is like a spring, because now he's spring crazy. It's actually quite annoying. I think I disagree that a golf club is remotely like a spring. Want to go to the moon? It's been a while. How was Chanax? It was pretty good, you know? Managed to finish up in just about the right amount of time. Seems like people had fun. Raised some amount of money. So I'd say it was altogether successful. How you doing, Max? Oh. I'm close to the H, though. I can feel it. Want to re-grab B right there. Ugh. Yeah, I spent a little bit of time making it a little more safe, so I didn't have to comment out so much stuff to make it work right for marathon safety purposes. But probably should spend some time and make those things more parameterizable to begin with. Anything crazy happened? Still on the restriction of only rights? No, the usual kind of crazy things. We had a... I cannot think and do it at the same time. Let me grab my drink real quick. So what happened, one of the sillier things was we got mosaic stuck. That always happens. Got stuck on the world map during a transition, which was kind of funny. And of course, the good old hit a mushroom when you have a high power-up state, an invalid power-up state, and make the Bowser level turn red and all that nonsense. So, some fun things. Been a while since we went to the moon because of the arms race. I mean, there's not a whole lot to do on the moon. Like, you can appreciate the moon rocks, but when you think about it, like, what science can we do on the moon that we can't do in a space station? Wow. It would have been cool, but we got some nifty things out of it, like the space shuttle that we don't use anymore, because it's a death trap. It's also a lot bigger than you might have expected. I've seen one. A few trips ago when I went to DC, I went to the Udvar Hazy Aeronautics Museum, and they have every airplane. And I don't mean that in like a hyperbole. I mean quite literally, they have every airplane. They have a Concorde. They have a moon lander. They have a space shuttle. They have, what, like a Zero? I think that was a Japanese fighter plane that they mostly used for kamikaze runs. Like, they have everything. Just a big-ass hangar, just a little bit east of one of the 2 DC airports. Or nearby, I don't know if it's east. Okay. Nope. Got stuck. But yeah, next chat hacks will be full-on Carl again. Maybe I'll see if I can get my SA1 stuff to work properly. I did figure out why it wasn't respecting star headers. The answer may not surprise you. It's because at some point in time I commented out the code that makes it respect star headers. I was looking at that line and I'm like, why did I do this? And the only logical conclusion I can draw is either A, it was really slow and annoying me at some point, or B, we were trying to hack Romhack and it wasn't working because it couldn't find any space. And so I removed that and it worked fine enough. But I don't know. If we colonize the moon, it'd be our first step to colonizing the world. I think there's a few things wrong with that statement. But I also have to point out that there's like an international treaty about claiming things in space that I think America is likely to respect. Looked at Super Game Boy stuff a little bit. I really should go and try and fix it up, because we did try that one, like, what was it, like Super Mario Land 1 for a bit, because it had a decent RAM map. And I ran into problems, but I think they weren't problems with my code so much as the way that particular game was actually handling most of its internal rights and stuff. But it's not terribly different, and in fact is actually relatively the same. And I did that little bit of research for doing some Pokemon stuff. I remember posting that to Discord a couple of years ago, which probably means I should get back to work on that at some day. Have a fun idea for that one, but need to sit down and do some serious dev work for it. Did set up the build environment, though. I can build Pokemon from scratch, which is nice. Apparently no one cares that you can literally build Red and Blue out of a GitHub repo. Wouldn't surprise me if you could also build, like, later ones, too. And it's not just the code, like, all of the images and all of the sounds are also just sitting there in the GitHub repo. That jump is tricky. I'm getting good at this part. Bonk, bonk. Bonk. Hack. Still need to, like, try to get the stuff to work on the, maybe doing a chat hacks for NES, because it is possible with the EverDrive to do that kind of thing, but it's just a lot more of a headache. Because you have to roll a patch for every game, which means finding space in the game and all that. Which can be tricky. We want to beat this, but this might have proven a poor choice on my part. Holding the buttons like way too hard. Oh right, there's like no safe place to stand in this until you get pretty far in, is there? Not even that far. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Do I need more momentum there? Is that what I'm doing wrong? I have not gotten past that part in a while now, and it's bugging me. So I got this first part down pretty well. Yeah, forward momentum, not upward. Need to jump a little bit later. Not a lot later, just a little bit. Dang it. But yeah, I remember about the Game Boy stuff is it's actually pretty straightforward. You're mostly, because of the fact that it's almost all done on the side of the cart, it greatly simplifies certain things. And I think that the hook is still there if I want to mess with stuff on the Super Nintendo side, which could be nice. I am a fan, after all. Could be nice to like make some generic Super Game Boy channel point reward stuff, like changing the border or something. I want to do some more involved ones where I give people a lot more creative control, but automating that kind of thing is difficult. I had a really dumb one in mind, which was like, let people change the Windows theme on the Windows 98 machine remotely. And there's a way to do it using ActiveX, or using a VB script. But one, in all likelihood, there's some sort of security flaw there, because of course there is. Not sure if anyone would actually research it, but there probably is if I let arbitrary people run that kind of thing. And two, it'll just end up looking like a dang hot dog stand. Or high contrast or something, so maybe it's just not a good idea. Also, it's very rare y'all get to see the theme in Windows anyway, because 90% of the time we're playing DOS or something full screen. That was a really crap jump. Though in the case of some of the Sierra games, there is often a little bit of chrome you can see. Like in Phantasmagoria, you can see the title bars, and so it's not unreasonable. Have to lie down and get Tame up because it's getting to watch. Alright, well, hope that works out. Definitely time to lay down for a bit. Chill out. It is Friday after all. Enjoy your lie down. If it becomes a nap, definitely take it. Naps are fun. And good for you. In moderation. Much as I want to do this, my hand may be saying no. I'm being reminded of why I don't do as much kazoo as I may want to. It's so satisfying to pull off, though. But I always pressed way too hard on the buttons. Oh. Handbrakes are good? Yeah, it's probably a good call. Take a handbrake before your hand breaks. I was going to do that. I was hoping to reach the midway or something. Take a short handbrake. Why not? Why not? Drink some water while I'm at it. Always a good thing to do. Hydrating. It's good for the soul. Ah. careful. Or be dead. Nope. Trying to be mindful about how hard I'm pressing. Not one of the things I'm best at in life, I will admit. I'm really good at hitting myself with that shell, though. For what little value I'm getting out of that. Oh yeah, that's kind of fun, actually. We rolled our Secret Santa this year. And my bro who runs this Python script that actually assigns who's getting whom a present, decided to do something different this year, which was disallow the rolling of anyone who's had a person previously. So I cannot get my brother-in-law again, who I've had a number of years, I swear. So I actually got one of my siblings this year, which is nice. Make it a little bit easier. And of course, I still have to figure out what to get her, but you know. I do like the new policy. Because, man, I felt like that script was biased when we first rolled it out, because I got, like, the same person 4 years running. I was like, no. No more of this. I demand to not have this person. What am I supposed to do here? Even getting there, I'm not quite certain. I think I need to quickly bonk the thing twice so Pokey will fall down. My theory being that Pokey won't fall down until Pokey squares up perfectly to fall down. And then jump on the two critters. Paid. I guess that's what it reminds me of, is there's the Make My Video, Crisscross Make My Video, and I think some of the menus have a similar kind of beat structure. I'm overshooting that one now. How is that even happening? Beautiful. Yeah, this is looking good. Yep, that was it. That's all I had to do. Now there's this. And no secrets. That's sad. Okay, I need to hit the block, land on the Koopa. Hit block, land Koopa. And then fall on the Pokey. That Pokey is determined to fall off that cliff. Some Pokies, man. Some Pokies. Like, I wonder if I want to hesitate? So if I could jump off of him while he's far enough down... No, I don't like the arcs on that, if I think about it. Also, the ethos of this level has been going fast. There's a flow. This isn't... this is like the stage of Ninja Warrior where you gotta just go fast. The first stage or the third stage. Or the second stage? There's one stage which is all about finesse, and they give you infinite amounts of time, but... Or they give you like a whole 30-minute block or something large like that. rather than making it all about the timing. It's really hard. You've got to just do it. Let's see what I'm... Is it just a regrab? Is that really what I'm doing here? Pokey regrab? No, I'm not liking that. Oh, that's it. Oh. You just watch the Wiggly Pokey and you don't even notice that there's Koopa headed your way. I'm already too late. Does remind me, since that's on my list, I really should message Max after this and schedule new soup. Maybe Saturday, maybe Sunday. One of these 2 days. I feel like there's about 4, maybe 5 hours left in that. 3 to 5 hours left, depending upon how stupid I'm gonna be. Do something dumb like die to the easiest boss in the game repeatedly. And I also have to reset that up. Because I set up that entire environment for the laptop, and I'm not going to stream off that laptop now that I'm home. Just where I want to be. I'm trying to decide if the first way I did it was right or the second way I did it was right. Or if I accidentally found some, like, really nifty cheese. Not important cheese, to be fair, but just nifty. Just run. Just run! Run, coward! Run, run, run! Not hard. Just Sinistar. It's been a while since I've played any arcade games like that. Of course, I usually just go for pinball. Jump on Pokey, jump on Pokey, slide through Pokey. The yellowness definitely masked that lightning bolt right there. The yellowness. Also sitting in that list of weird stream ideas is a ZZT level pack called The King in Yellow Borders, which is of course a reference to the book The King in Yellow, which is really a play, I think? It's funny, you think ZZT would be something I'd be all over, given how much I liked crows growing up, but I never really found much affinity for it. I don't really know why. Maybe because it had guns instead of whips. I realize that sounds very strange, but I think the whole crows thing was a very Indiana... Oh, come on, a pipe. Indiana Jones kind of aesthetic. Whereas ZZT was something else, being an Epic Mega Games game, I think. I think I'm gonna get this shortly. Pokey. Almost got it, I think. Think. Maybe I shouldn't think. Yeah, I am definitely fading. There's almost so much stream one man can do in a day. Especially marathon ones. I don't know why. I was really nervous about that one. Really shouldn't be. I've gotten better at that. Used to be I'd get pretty nervous about chat act streams. Nowadays, it's like, yeah, I'm just doing that. It's like riding a bicycle. But it's been a while since I've done a marathon stream. Guess that's my excuse. But if and I need an excuse. There we go. No! No! Midway! Sup, Curtis? How you doing? Thank you for the good luck. I enjoy the not racing aspect of playing the Romhack races levels after the fact. Also the fact that I can talk and be heard. I forgot to say it. How you doing, Curtis? Oh, just walk. Walk across it. It's a simple principle. Can't believe I got midway trolled there. After an up pipe. Not much. Playing some SMW and waking up. In that order? Will you sleep SMWing? Because if so, that's awesome. Big money. There we go. Nope. How you do? I'm doing good, doing good. I did a Chat Axe marathon thing for a marathon today, which was kind of fun. But other than that, not too much. Mostly just did some work. Ate some pretty good chicken wings. They were pretty well done. They came out ridiculously hot. I think I might have burned one of my fingers trying to eat them because I was hungry. And they were really good. Perfect kind of sticky, sweet, spicy. So good. Yeah, I did that. Did some work, marathon. I found an irritating bug at work. I said I've got to work on that tomorrow for at least a little bit. Not ideal, but my bug. I A, found it, and B, need to fix it. Okay, focus, focus, focus. That would have sucked if I'd missed it again. How many sections is it going to have? I kind of figured it would be a 2-sectioner, but guess not. I wasn't ready for that. I don't know what it was, but I wasn't ready for it. Let's like see what to do here. Long time since chicken wings, kind of want that. I mean, they're really tasty and they're fun to eat because they got the bones in and everything. Like, I know some people kind of hate that, but man, I enjoy it. They got all these crispy little nibbin bits on the outside. Just, chicken wings. That's the end. I'm really close. Apparently, the thing about chicken wings is the key to the whole thing. I even talked about chicken wings earlier. I was talking about that stupid art exhibit that was a bunch of chicken wings tied to a Persian rug. And that was at MoMA. Like, it's one thing to see something that's that silly and just like a random like student exhibition. But no, that was literally sitting at a wall at MoMA. Contemporary art. Yep. Now, I enjoy really dumb contemporary art. That's why I go to these modern art museums. Not because I like modern art. but because I enjoy how bizarre some of it really turns out to be. And of course, somewhat depressingly, I keep discovering the same things when it comes to an awful lot of famous artists. It's, oh yeah, and after he finished art school, he retired to his ranch. And I'm like, he went to art school and owns a ranch. My general theory of artists, especially modern artists, is the best way to be a modern artist is to start off rich and then go to art school. Because, like, literally, you have a bunch of money, and I think that's just literally it. Just start with a bunch of money, then you don't have to worry about your art being good. You can get fame and more money by being rich and going to art school. Well, what do you know? Exactly. Yeah, that's how I need to play that part. In fact, I should just never let go of that. Ah! Okay, but at least I've got a strat for that part now. If I stay on X and A, I'll be in a lot better shape. Because I was switching to Y and B for some reason. Not ideal. I was trying to remember who that artist was. I really do not, in fact, remember his name. His most memorable piece was a bunch of neon signs that would randomly light up in pairs. So they produce things like shit and live, shit and die. In fact, I think all of the left-hand ones were the word shit. When I went and saw the extended exhibition, which was at MoMA PS1 rather than MoMA, one entire room was dedicated to a movie of him pulling his pants up. It was truly amazing. You like modern art, but was Mozart's probably only 1 out of 99% that speaks to you, so you gotta go through a bunch? Yeah, you do. It's true. I wonder what that was in that box. I'm not going to find out. We're just gonna go to the credits. Thanks for the GG. Oh, here's what's in the box. That's cute. I like that, actually. Music, Kevin M. Thanks for playing. That was fun. First part hurt my hand. I like the second part a lot more. Alright, let's find someone to raid. It's been enough a day. I've done this for 4.5 hours.